Life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
See it on national TV all the time. They tell us that funerals can average between $7,000 and $10,000. At Conger Morris, a full-service funeral, including a wooden casket, is only $4,900. We can keep our prices lower because we're local. In fact, we're the only locally owned, family-run, full-service funeral and cremation provider in the Valley. Call us today to schedule an appointment for personalized assistance with our caring staff. Conger Morris, we'll always be there.
You do when you get into a car accident and want to know your rights? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
It's Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course Ram trucks. Choose from our great selection of new Jeep Gladiator 4x4s or test drive a new 22 Ram 1500 Crew Cab 4x4. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. During Jeep Adventure Days, you'll save big on every new vehicle in stock only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
So what do when you get injured on the job and need to know your rights with workers' compensation? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
enjoy the patio weather and a brand new menu at Tap Rock Northwest Grill, where friends and family gather and memories are made. Come visit us today or visit our website.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
Any time is a good time to plan your funeral, except at the time of the funeral. At Conger Morris, we know that there are so many advantages to planning ahead. It eases the burden on our families at their worst time. Pre-planning also alleviates their stress, knowing the funeral costs are already taken care of. And it allows your service to be more meaningful, with all of your wishes being taken care of. Call us today for personalized assistance in creating your own plan. Conger Morris, we'll always be there.
Dear Dad, today was hard. You know how much I love you, and you know how much I love sports. I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports, I love to play, and I love my team. I want us both to enjoy the game, win or lose. But we can't if you always lose your temper. I hope you can cheer for me and the other players. It's about more than just the score. It's about us all enjoying the experience. I hope you can join me for my next game. I really want you to be there. Love, Katie.
Game day or a family get-together. Sherm's has the quality products and prices that will make you cheer. Sherm's Thunderbird Market, Medford's original discount grocery store.
We love our sports here.
It's our responsibility to keep them great. And we need you to know your role.
You can be a player.
You can be a coach. You can be a spectator.
Or an official.
But you only get to be one. Know your role.
Parents, release your kid to the game.
It's my experience.
Don't yell at the refs. They have a hard job.
Know your role.
Players, respect your opponents.
Love to play, win or lose.
Know your role.
So what do you do when you get injured in a motorcycle accident and you need legal help? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
What is a getaway? Is it leaving the familiar behind, or discovering a place that feeds your hunger, where passion sings, food is a culture, and every performance demands an encore? So let the journey be your destination. Then feast your eyes and nourish your soul in Southern Oregon. Your reservation starts when you travel Medford.
It's Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course Ram trucks. Choose from our great selection of new Jeep Gladiator 4x4s or test drive a new 22 Ram 1500 Crew Cab 4x4. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. During Jeep Adventure Days, you'll save big on every new vehicle in stock only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
I'm Pat Cox with Sherm's Food Stores. The employees of Sherm's are proud to be part of your community.
We have thousands of customers in our stores every day, and our checkers know a lot of them on a first name basis. They tend to enjoy what they do and they love it, so it reflects in how they treat the customer.
If you live anywhere in Southern Oregon, there's a Sherm's store near you. We hope to see you soon.
If you shop with us, you will save money.
Fuel up for your race day adventures with Pinnacle 365. Hit for your early morning caffeine fix to help you get off to a good start and be rewarded with free motivation. Stay hydrated as you ride into Turn 2. And if fountain drinks are your thing, get your 6th free. Add Crunch to your lunch as you head into turn 3. Fuel up for the remainder of the race with your Peak Rewards app and save at least 16 cents a gallon. Your daily journey to the winner's circle starts at Pinnacle 365.
You are looking live at the campus of South Salem High School, home of the Saxons, as the number 3 ranked Saxons welcome in your South Medford Panthers here in a showdown of undefeateds. One of these teams will continue their winning year, and one of them will go home with their first loss of the year. Glad to have you along here, Brian Gregg, Brian House. Hello, everyone, and welcome. Great to have you a part of here tonight as the South Salem Marching Band welcomes the fans in here into a beautiful fall afternoon here in the state of Oregon. And nothing's better when you start to play football in the fall as the leaves start to fall, get a little crisp in the air, got to wear a little bit of a long sleeve. We're excited to have you along right here on Table Rock Sports Productions. We'll take a break. When we come back, I'll welcome in my colleague, the man behind the lens, the wizard, Brian House. We'll take our first break. Don't go anywhere. As this break is brought to you in part by Conger Morris.
See it on national TV all the time. They tell us that funerals can average between $7,000 and $10,000. At Conger Morris, a full-service funeral, including a wooden casket, is only $4,900. We can keep our prices lower because we're local. In fact, we're the only locally owned, family-run, full-service funeral and cremation provider in the Valley. Call us today to schedule an appointment for personalized assistance with our caring staff. Conger Morris will always be there.
Welcome back to Bennett Field here on the campus of South Salem High School as the undefeated Panthers are looking to move to 4-0 on the year, but they're going to have their first test tonight as the Saxons rank number 3 in the state. South Salem, first win of the year, took down Liberty High School up in Washington, 34-28. Followed by Sunset. They were victorious in that one, in a big one, 42-7. And then had no problem with the Cavemen last Friday night as they took them down 48-7. Saxons have only given up 42 points on the season. Certainly that'd be impressive, but you look at the other side, head coach Bill Singler and his defense has only given up 28 points on the year. So getting it done not only on the offensive side of the ball, but also on the defensive side of the ball. And I'd be remiss if I didn't welcome in my partner, the man behind the lens, the guy that kind of does it all, has a great first name. Welcome to the broadcast, Brian House. Brian, good to have you here. You can start to feel the energy in the stadium.
Yeah. Well, you know, fall time is one of my favorite times, and I just, I love it. And, this is our Indian summer. We're passing that summer ranks, and the weather is just perfect for this night. Friday Night Lights.
Friday Night Lights. You can smell the popcorn coming up here, and so as the Saxons make their way out onto the field carrying Old Glory American flag while the Top Gun anthem plays. So a great venue, brand new football field as well. You can look out there and you can just see how bright the turf is out there. So exciting for these young men to get a chance to play on a new turf. And also on the far side of the stadium is a brand new built grandstand as well. So certainly the investment made here at the football and soccer fields, and it certainly shows. And glad that we can get it here on video as you're watching the Panthers take on the Saxons right here on Table Rock Sports. As both teams come out here on the field here, we'll take one more break. When we come back, we will kick this one off here at South Salem High School. The number 3 Saxons against your number 11 South Medford Panthers. We'll be back here in 60 seconds.
What do you do when you get into a car accident and want to know your rights? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
It's Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course Ram trucks. Choose from our great selection of new Jeep Gladiator 4x4s or test drive a new 22 Ram 1500 Crew Cab 4x4. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. During Jeep Adventure Days, you'll save big on every new vehicle in stock only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
So what do you do when you get injured on the job and need to know your rights with workers' compensation? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Welcome back to Salem, Oregon, here on the campus of South Salem High School and the Bennett Field, as the captains from either team come out to the middle to shake hands with one another and have a flip of the coin. Fans, want to remind you and want to make sure we thank all of our sponsors who allow these broadcasts to be complimentary, including our title sponsor, Lithia Superstore Jeep Dodge Chrysler. Visit lithiasuperstore.com to find your next ride. And also want to make sure our presenting sponsor gets recognized, Siskiyou Cellular of Southern Oregon, with over 7 locations to serve you. And certainly the number 7 is the number that both teams are looking for here tonight. I'd love to put 7 points on the board here. We're going to have a showdown here tonight, Brian. 2 undefeated teams here, a number 3, a number 11. One team's only given up 28 points. One team's only given up 42 points. So certainly they get it done on both sides of the ball. But anytime you come into any sort of event where you're going to be tested, it's all about the little things. And I think the team that does the little things really well tonight will be the ones that are victorious.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I think this is part of the fun grunge going back and forth. And, hey, one key play, one fumble, one interception could change the whole dynamic of the game.
Certainly turnovers are always the big piece, is minimizing turnovers. South Salem likes to throw the football, so certainly there's going to be a lot of offense out here for the Saxons, and a team that many have said might be the team to beat here coming into this season. A lot of folks have said this might be the team that's going to knock off Sheldon, who's ranked number 1 in the state. Tualatin's right there at number 2, and Mountainside at that number 4 spot knocking on the door. All undefeated on the year. South Medford undefeated as well. They started out the season with a big victory against Beaverton, 41-0, followed up with Del Norte from California, 21-7. And then they beat another Salem school, McNary, last Friday evening, 55-21. And that's how we find ourselves, both teams with a 3-0 record. As both teams make their way out onto the field here, Saxons in those clean and very nice looking red uniforms with those white lids, and the traditional South Medford Panther white with black lids. So the Saxons will defer to the second half, and the Panthers will have an opportunity to get on the board first as we are underway here at South Salem High School.
Oh, right up the gut.
And up the middle this time. It'll be Ryder Scheid, the 5'10 junior, with a nice return. Gets it all the way out to the 35-yard line. And that's where Deacon Edgar, the man who's been the quarterback for this program for 3 years, certainly familiar with the offense, definitely the guy you want managing your offense, especially in big games.
Well, of course. You got the quarterback, usually that's the man in charge. He's the one that changes the play last second as well. We'll see what do they come up with their first play.
2 to the top, 2 at the bottom. Deacon in the pistol formation. Saxons show blitz. And give it inside this time, Ryder, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage. And he'll maybe lose a yard. As the big fella down in the middle there, Hidmidi Letsky, 6 foot, 240-pound junior, coming up from his D-line position on the far side of the field to make the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd down and 12. I mean, you'll see tonight, Brian, that Bill Singler, head coach of the Panthers, likes to mix it up, likes to run it, likes to go under center, likes to run bubble screens. You just never know with a Bill Singler offense. First pass attempt of the game, and this one is complete for the first down. And Ty Henry, the 6'4 senior, coming up with the big first down and the ball away to midfield. So great strike, great start, good route. That's how you want to start your first pass completion.
Yeah, that was, 15-yard gain right there.
And so ball at midfield. Brian House, Brian Gregg here on the call. Glad you have along all of our family and friends down in Southern Oregon. Some of you made it up north here, so good showing here from the Panthers. Great to have you here. Deacon on first down, looks, floats it up, and this one is almost intercepted. Yep, and a flag coming in there, Brian. And I'm not one to jump to conclusions in life, but there might have been a little bit of possible cloth being grabbed there. And in case that is the call, so that will be an automatic first down for the Panthers. So after the 15-yard pickup, followed by a 15-yard a defensive pass interference call.
Wow, that's a quick 25 right there.
Quick fit 30.
Oh, that's true.
Quick 30 yards here. So doesn't matter how you do it. You'll take any yards you can get. So first down and 10 here for Bill Singler and his Panthers as the ball is spotted at the 35-yard line. And as I mentioned, we'd love to get in the end zone first. Trips to the bottom. Deacon in the gun. Rolls out, looking downfield, looking for his man, and this one is incomplete. As our camera operator here doing a great job, doing the best that he can. And we'll try to make sure that we bring you all the lively action there as we are tucked up here on the top, and that one was going towards the far corner of the end zone. So good camera work there, Brian House.
Woo! It's going to be a little tight one there tonight. Hopefully it's not as tight in the end zone for these guys. It's wide open.
He took a shot there to the corner of the end zone, just a little bit too much. Trips again.
Oh, a little motion there.
And the initial indication that is an offsides on the Saxons. So that will move the ball to the 30-yard line and bring up a second down and 5. So 2 penalties here for the Saxons on this drive. A pass interference call and now an offsides call. And well done by the Panthers of holding their water, as they like to say down in the trenches. Hold your water, big fellas, and they did a nice job there. 2nd and 5, trips at the bottom. And underneath, slant route is caught. And Andrew Walker with a great catch there, and he's brought down at the 15-yard line. And a first down here for the Panthers. So opening drive of the game has been all Bill Singler. And the Panthers are just carving out this Saxon defense, just taking what the defense gives them. And it's certainly obvious right now, Brian, is that Deacon Edgar, the quarterback, he just looks calm and collective back there. He's just making throws, allowing what the defense gives him.
Yeah. Well, he's got some pretty good defensive line there to help.
And this one is in the end zone. Both teams fighting over in. Touchdown, Panthers. The official indicated he came up, threw his arms up, and it is. Yeah. It is a touchdown for the Panthers on the board. So the Panthers march down the field all the way from the 30-yard line and get into the end zone first. And Andrew Walker into the end zone. And the PAT here, Ty Henry. Good snap, good kick, and it is good. So the Panthers get on the board first, 7-0. Way you want to start. We'll take a break. Panthers will kick off to the Saxons. You're watching live coverage right here on Table Rock Sports.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
anytime.
Welcome back. South Medford on the board first. Great drive there, 9 play, 75-yard into the end zone as Mr. Walker into the end zone from 15 yards out. So the Panthers with the early lead, and that's the way that you want to start. Zach Westing's going to pick this one up and be hit and taken all the way out to the 35-yard line. And that's where the Saxons will take over. First down and 10. Brian, let's talk about that first drive there by the Panthers. It was obvious that they just looked comfortable. Deacon did a great job just managing the offense, giving him or letting the defense come to him, not making crazy throws, and finds the end zone to his favorite target, Mr. Walker.
Yeah, I think they went right into their comfort zone, just kind of that 10 to 15 yards right there.
Absolutely. 4 to the top, empty. And downfield, and this one is incomplete, looking for Esteban Mendez. And as I mentioned in the Bills Glasses pregame show, the Saxons, they love to air it out. They are going to put 4 or 5 receivers, and they are going to go with the air raid. They like to throw it around the field as they're led by Dashiell Smith, the 6'2 senior, who has got a very, very nice arm. Great-looking ball. And on second down, swing pass is Mendez. And he's pushed all the way out to the 40-yard line. 9:49 here in the first. Brian House, Brian Gregg here on the call. And you can certainly see that the Saxons waste no time getting the line of scrimmage. They like to get up and go. On third down, this one is complete. And Mendez.
Give him forward progress right there.
I think they gave it to him. Mendez picks up the first down, and so that will move the chains. So Esteban Mendez with 2 catches.
Well, hold your breath. They're going again.
Here they go. Almost like watching a NASCAR race.
Oh, look at that flea flicker.
Shovel pass this time. Zach Woosting.
It's really not a flea flicker. He just
flea flicker would have gone the other way.
Yeah, I was going to say he just touched it and off they went.
Gave it right back to him.
Maybe it's a hot potato.
There you go.
Maybe that's what I was
going to say,
of.
hot potato. On second down, all sorts of time.
Just missed him.
Yeah, and this one's incomplete, intended for Teeny Tinatali. And he's one of their big playmakers out there, a name that as I was informed that we were going to say quite a few times. He's kind of their go-to slot receiver, and then Esteban Mendez is the other go-to. So a lot of weapons here for the Saxons, so the Panthers have got to play disciplined defense.
Oh.
And certainly disciplined on the penalty side is an important part as well. Can't be jumping like that. So that will mark off 5 yards. It'll be close to a first down, but it'll be just short by about a half a yard.
I don't think he jumped, though. I think he just full on ran in there.
Third down and 1. And first running play of the game, and it's a good one off to Woosting, and he's still on his feet.
He's still up.
And he falls forward all the way to the 30-yard line. So running the football is certainly not the foundation of this offense, but when need be, they did it nicely there. As the Saxons knocking on the door, trying to match the Panthers' opening touchdown. And on first down, trying to set up the screen this time. And good defense there this time as Dylan Espinoza was right there. Could have potentially made a play on that one. I just don't think he saw the ball was coming through. And so that'll bring up a second down and 10, 8:48 to go. Empty backfield, 32, 3 to the top, 2 at the bottom. Quick slant underneath. And Jackson Watson, name we haven't said here, 5'11 senior. And he picks up about 6 yards. So another third down and give it 5 here for the Saxons. And underneath this time to Esteban Mendez, and he is near the first down marker. And it is enough for a Saxon first down. So the Saxons in the red zone, knocking on the door. And inside Reed, give it to Brady Voigt, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. As Brady Voigt goes up the middle there. And the Saxons get on the board. So Panthers start it with a touchdown, and they come right back and get in the end zone. And we are a PAT away from knotting this one up. And good snap, good hold, kick is up, and it is good. So the Saxons match the Panthers, and we're all knotted up at 7 apiece. We'll be back.
Dear Dad, today was hard. You know how much I love you, and you know how much I love sports. I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports, I love to play, and I love my team. I want us both to enjoy the game, win or lose. But we can't if you always lose your temper. I hope you can cheer for me and the other players. It's about more than just the score. It's about us all enjoying the experience. I hope you can join me for my next game. I really want you to be there. Love, Katie.
Welcome back to Bennett Field here at South Salem High School, as the Saxons wasted no time as they have knotted this one back up after going 65 yards. As Brady Vogt from the 20 yards out found the end zone. And Brian, certainly a high-powered offense here, and that's what a lot of teams or a lot of people have talked about, is that they like to air it out, but when you got to go to the running game, they can do it. And they got their first touchdown on the ground there in that prior possession. As Deacon, swing pass.
Almost to the first down there.
As Ryder, the nice pickup there, about 8 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd down and 2. You know, two offenses that you can see here, Brian, are just, it's almost a heavyweight bout. It's almost like who's going to have the ball last. I mean, I know there's still a lot of football left, but, I mean, boy, they are just – there's already over 100 yards of offense, and we haven't even played half a quarter yet. So, I mean.
It's like a grunge match, yeah.
Deacon, give it to Ryder. He is met in the backfield. As he's taken down this time by Noah Scher. So that'll bring up a 3rd down and 3 here for the Panthers. Bill Swingler will send 2 to the top, 2 at the bottom. Deacon drops back, caught, 1st down. And Josh Phillips with the big catch there. So the 3rd down and 5 for the Panthers. And Deacon threw an absolute dart in there, Brian. And credit Josh Phillips there for using his big body there to muscle out his defender there and came down with the catch. On 1st down, Deacon is going to take a shot downfield. And he was looking for Josh Phillips once again. So that'll bring up a 2nd down from the Panther 42-yard line. Certainly 2 different types of huddles. One likes to go in about 15 seconds, and Bill Singler likes to huddle up his Panthers. Deacon drops back, setting up the screen.
Ooh, they had 3 big guys right there.
As he was trying to get it to Ryder, I think unfortunately Ryder had fallen down. And unfortunately, that thing was not intercepted, as you alluded to, Brian. There was a couple more red shirts than their white shirts on that one.
Yeah, but if that screen pass would have went, woo.
There wasn't many other red shirts in front of him. As the fans of South Salem come to their feet.
I'm feeling that. Like thunder.
Deacon looks downfield, and this one is caught. Great catch there.
Wow.
Andrew Walker down the right-hand side. Great concentration. Followed the ball in, and a big first down there for the Panthers. Great throw and catch. That was not an easy catch. He had a guy was right there on him, and he adjusted the football wonderfully.
We weren't sure if he even caught it. We had to wait for the signal.
And Deacon again, but out of bounds was Andrew Walker. I don't know if he was pushed out of bounds or if he went out of bounds. Certainly that's two different discussions. If you're pushed out of bounds, you can come back into the boundary. If you go out of bounds, it's illegal touching.
Yes.
The rule is illegal touching. That will bring up a 2nd down and 10. Fans want to remind you, for almost 50 years, Bill's Glass has been the clear choice for Southern Oregon for your home, vehicle, and all your business needs. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass supports our schools and communities. Pitch play inside. And set up nicely, but Ryder just unable to really make anything from that. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and 8 here for the Panthers. Certainly a position they have been here a number of times and have picked up the 3rd downs 4 times here already in this game. So 3rd down and a long way. They do a nice job. Let's see what they can do here, Brian. It's almost there in 2-down territory. Deacon. And this one is caught. Caught on the far side. And this time it was Ty Henry down the left-hand side. So another big first down for the Panthers. Great execution. Allowed the offensive line to hang in there. Deacon stepped up, found Ty along the left-hand side. And the Panthers knocking on the door once again into the red zone of the Saxons. So 1 possession in the end zone. And now you're 17 yards away from making it 13 points, Brian House.
Well, don't forget, you're also in the window zone. We'll do our best right here.
Deacon keeps it himself. And he's taken down by Trevor Goldman. So 2nd down and 10. And nothing would be bigger here than to get another score. 4:29 here in the first. Brian House, Brian Gregg here on the call. And the Panthers are going to take a timeout and talk it over. 2nd down and 10. We'll take a break.
Game day or a family get-together. Sherm's has the quality products and prices that will make you cheer. Sherm's Thunderbird Market, Medford's original discount grocery store.
We love our sports here.
It's our responsibility to keep them great. And we need you to know your role.
You can be a player.
You can be a coach, you can be a spectator,
or an official.
But you only get to be one. Know your role.
Parents, release your kid to the game.
It's my experience.
Don't yell at the refs, they have a hard job.
Know your role.
Players, respect your opponents.
Love to play, win or lose.
Know your role.
So what do when you get injured in a motorcycle accident and you need legal help? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregon.
Welcome back on second down. Give it to Ryder up the middle. And he will be stopped to get back to about the line of scrimmage. And so that'll bring up a 3rd down and 10 here for the Panthers.
It looks like they're going to have to get down to the 2 in order to keep this drive going.
Get down to the 2-yard line and get another 1st down. Love to see the Panthers get it right here. 3:50 is what shows on the clock. As Deacon underneath got a man in the end zone, and touchdown Panthers. And I didn't quite see who it was. But in any event, back of the end zone, Panthers with the 6. Deacon found his man. I didn't get a chance to see who it was. And the PAT is no good, so that will leave us at 13-7. We'll find out who caught that touchdown, but in any event, the Panthers march all the way down the field and get their 2nd touchdown of the game.
What is a getaway? Is it leaving the familiar behind, or discovering a place that feeds your hunger, where passion sings, food is a culture, and every performance demands an encore? So let the journey be your destination. Then feast your eyes and nourish your soul in Southern Oregon. Your reservation starts when you travel Medford.
It's Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course Ram trucks. Choose from our great selection of new Jeep Gladiator 4x4s or test drive a new 22 Ram 1500 Crew Cab 4x4. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. During Jeep Adventure Days, you'll save big on every new vehicle in stock only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Welcome back. I think it's safe to say it's a walk in the park here because it's been all Mr. Walker here in this football game. He was the young man that found the back of the end zone. And the Panthers with a 6-point lead. And a big catch there. He had the ball. I was looking in the back of the end zone there, Brian, and he bobbled it a little bit, and then he gained possession. He came down, but the back judge was right there. And I was waiting for his call, and he waited and he waited, and then he threw up the arms, and that puts Bill Singler's team with 13 points on the board. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns for the number 11 ranked South Medford Panthers. On 1st down, and this one is complete to Jackson Watson.
And going backwards now.
And he's fighting for all the real estate he can.
They're going to give him the 1st down.
There's a penalty flag thrown by the white hat, and usually in that area, it's oftentimes what we like to call a holding, and that is what has been indicated. So after the completion, that will now back up the Saxons. So penalties has been a bit of a storyline here for the Saxons in the 1st quarter. With 3:14 here in the 1st. And bad snap. Ball goes to the ground, and so the Panthers are right there. So the Saxons will lose about 4 more yards after the poor snap. And that'll bring up a second down and about 28. Certainly a large chunk of real estate you have to make up here, but the Panthers certainly aren't going to be disappointed. And this one is incomplete. Good coverage there. As Tanner Tuggle making a nice play there at his outside linebacker position. And that'll bring up a third down and 27. Get a stop here, and the Panthers are going to get the ball right back. This one goes into the end zone. Panthers are there, still on the ground, still no indication. And this ball is still no sign. Touchdown, Panthers. After the bad snap, the ball goes into the end zone. The Panthers are right there.
It's amazing, huh?
They were right there. The ball went into the end zone. And the Panthers not only doing it on defense, or rather on offense, but doing it on defense as well. And the Panthers are a PAT away from a 2-score game. Wow, what a change.
Even got you all choked up.
God, I could almost started coughing there. I got so excited. I didn't get a chance to see who pounced on it, but boy, those young men and those black lids were sure going nuts like a bag of popcorn down there.
Or jelly beans.
Jelly beans. And Dylan Espinoza was the young man who pounced on that one there. Thank you to our gentleman from Southern Oregon there. Thank you, sir. And the 2-point conversion, Deacon going to keep it himself into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. And the Panthers on top, 21-7. So just like that, the Panthers getting it done on defense. We'll take a break.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
Any time is a good time to plan your funeral, except at the time of the funeral.
Welcome back to South Salem High School. If you took a break to go pay the pizza delivery guy, you just missed a big one. As Dylan Espinoza jumped on the fumble after the poor snap by the Saxons, and the Panthers have themselves a 2-touchdown lead. And that is a Bill Singler type of disciplined football. As Teeny Tinatelli, the speedster, takes it all the way out to the 47-yard line. Penalty flag flies. So a big defensive play there by Bill Singler and Mr. Espinoza. And as I mentioned before we went to break, Brian House, they were all jumping around down there, and I couldn't see it. I couldn't see what was going on. I didn't know if it was going to be a touchback, because if the Saxons jumped on, obviously.
Going against the Panthers.
I'll tack on 15 more. I think it might have been a face mask, and so that will add 15 more yards to the kickoff return. So ball already inside Panther territory. So the ball will be placed at the 37-yard line. So just like that, the Saxons come right back with the big return and then tacked on 15 more. Second penalty of the game for the Panthers. On first down, and this one is incomplete. Looking for Parker Williams, but there is a penalty flag. And the side judge letting the white hat know that it looks to be pass interference on the Panthers, so that'll add 15 yards.
Back to back, Brian. That's going to be rough.
30 yards is it's about a 30-year field. I'm no math major, but so the ball will be placed at the 22-yard line. Panthers got to get a stop here.
Ooh.
Underneath, this one is caught by Mendez. And he picks up about 10 yards near the 10-yard line. And the Saxons hurry right back up. And inside, give it to the speedster, Brady Vogt, who found the end zone on the first touchdown of the game for the Saxons. As South Salem hurries up to the line. And give it to Vogt again, lowers his shoulder, and touchdown Saxons. So 2 penalties, a big kickoff return, and the Saxons respond and find the end zone for the second time here in the first quarter. So penalties were certainly not the storyline that Bill Singler wanted on that drive there. And the PAT is good. So the Panthers have themselves a 2-touchdown lead. Now all of a sudden the deficit has been cut into 1 touchdown. We'll take a break. Don't go anywhere.
Dear Dad, today was hard. You know how much I love you, and you know how much I love sports. I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports, I love to play, and I love my team. I want us both to enjoy the game, win or lose. But we can't if you always lose your temper. I hope you can cheer for me and the other players. It's about more than just the score. It's about us all enjoying the experience. I hope you can join me for my next game. I really want you to be there.
Welcome back, South Salem High School. As Brady Vogt found the end zone for the second time here this evening for the home team Saxons. And now the Panthers will take over from their 29-yard line. Brian, let's recap that prior possession there for the Saxons after the great kickoff return there by Teeny Tinatelli, and then a face mask and then a pass interference call added on 30 yards, and 3 plays later the Saxons found the end zone. So certainly penalties is what you got to minimize, especially against a high-powered offense like the Saxons. Setting up the bubble screen this time, making one man miss. Ryder still on his feet, lowering the shoulder.
I was so excited I already had him down the field.
Don't ever assume Ryder's going down. He's got a motor. Second one here for the Panthers. With 1:07 here to go in the first, so a lot of offense here. We've only played 1 quarter. And Deacon giving it to Ryder, and he will get near the first down marker, but from our vantage point, Brian, it looked as though that you had illegal motion. I'm not one to sit here and assume, but
I saw a lot of hands on the sideline. They're all pointing in one direction.
Yeah, those little things there, the ones that you got to minimize. And yes, it is illegal motion, or rather illegal shift. And then a personal foul, actually, against the Saxons. So those penalties will rather offset.
Yeah, offset. A lot of upset crowd now.
Boy, the Panthers certainly got a bit of a gift there from the Saxons. So after they thought to be a 5-yard loss, is now offset. So a 2nd down and 1. As Ryan to the left, 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Saxons in man coverage. Deacon drops back, looks, throws, complete. And Ty Henry with another 1st down. Brian, he really likes that route, that 8-yard and to the sideline. And you've got to have a quarterback that can make that throw. And Deacon can make that throw so well, because as soon as that receiver comes out of that break, he's got to turn his head because he knows that ball's coming.
Takes a lot of discipline to make that route.
Make that route and know that that ball's coming through. 10 seconds on the clock. And we're going to have a false start on the Panthers. Oh, that'll push the Panthers back 5 yards. So that'll bring up a 1st down and 15. With 9 seconds remaining here. And that will be the final play of the period. So as we head to the start of the 2nd period, the Panthers on top by 7. We'll be back.
What is a getaway? Is it leaving the familiar behind, or discovering a place that feeds your hunger, where passion sings, food is a culture, and every performance demands an encore? So let the journey be your destination. Then feast your eyes and nourish your soul in Southern Oregon. Your reservation starts when you travel Medford.
It's Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course Ram trucks. Choose from our great selection of new Jeep Gladiator 4x4s, or test drive a new 22 Ram 1500 Crew Cab 4x4. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. During Jeep Adventure Days, you'll save big on every new vehicle in stock only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
If you wanted offense, this is the game to watch. Biggest matchup in the state here, as the Panthers on top 21-14 as we start the 2nd quarter. And a 1st down and 15. Give it to Ryder. And he is met by a wall of red. As Trevor Goldman, the big fella down in the trenches, making the play for the Saxons. So 2nd down and 14 here for the Panthers. Deacon rolls out, far side, look, caught. 1st down, more. As Ty Henry coming up with the big reception there, and another 1st down here. Deacon doing such a great job rolling out to his opposite arm, steps up, plants the foot, delivers it downfield for another Panther 1st down, Brian. That's a fundamental textbook throw right there. Wow. So the Panthers knocking on the door once again, and they're in Saxon territory at the 32-yard line. Deacon, here comes pressure, got a man, and This one is caught as Ryder held on to that one, picked up the first down. Penalty flag came in, and I'm anticipating that it was a defenseless player, and therefore it's going to be tacked on. You got to allow him to make the play or make a move. And they will actually waive off the penalty, because I certainly anticipate that he made the catch.
Mm-hmm.
But in any event, that will be enough. That will be enough for a first down. So Ty Henry hanging in there, taking a shot, and the ball will be placed at the 17-yard line. Deacon drops. Ooh, had a man there. Couldn't quite convert that one.
A little high.
And that'll bring up a second down and 10. He was looking for Tanner on the far side. Tanner was trying to get the route past the chains, but I think he had to break it a little early, and Deacon had to try to needle and thread it on that one. 10-21.
Oh, that's like can't come through like a freight train on that one. Right up the middle. I think that's a little encroachment there.
Well, credit the big fella, Diego Luna. The right guard just stayed in there. He just took a shot. So that'll bring up a second down and 5 here for the Panthers. Motion man, Deacon fakes it.
Ooh.
And this one's going to be intercepted. Intercepted by Himitsi Letzi, and he's got some running room to the 40 to the 35. And he will be taken down all the way to the 25-yard line as Deacon was trying to set up the screen. And Hadi Letsky was right there, and he picked that one off, and the big fella rumbled, bumbled, and stumbled his way all the way down to the 25-yard line. And the Saxon sideline is fired up. So just like that, Saxons get the ball back and have an opportunity to tie this one up. And this one's going to be intercepted. Intercepted by the big fella. This time Logan Crocker. Logan Crocker, the 6'1" junior, having himself a day. Look at that. The big man is fired up, and he has all the right to be. Great discipline there by Logan. Setting up the screen, stayed home, stayed disciplined, and the bread fell right into the bread basket for him, and the big and Logan is fired up. Every big fella's dream right there is to pick one off, and he did it right there. So after after the D tackle, Hindimi for Salem picked it off. So Medford comes right back, and Logan Crocker, my man. Motion inside, give it to Ryder. He'll pick up a yard. I keep looking over at Logan Crocker on the sideline, and he is just fired up right now, and rightfully so. Great work, young man.
Maybe they'll give him homecoming king.
You never know. Right there, I mean, that right there just made the game for me right there. Oh, good for him. Boy, I hope the student body gives him all the love he needs come Monday, because that was a great play there. 2 to the top, 2 at the bottom. Deacon throws.
Oh, he got it.
And this one is complete. Tanner Tuggle picks up the first down. So great throw and catch this time by Deacon Edgar, allowing his receivers to finish their routes. And Tanner picking up the first down for the Panthers. I still keep looking over there. Oh, Logan, what a guy. Oh, good for him. First down and 10 here for the Panthers. Ball on the 41-yard line. Tanner in motion. And setting up the screen. And this one is incomplete, trying to get it to Andrew Walker.
It's a great play on defense. He hit him right at the right time.
Yeah, he kind of sniffed that one out. We've seen a couple screens be set up by both sides. So that'll bring us second down and 10. Edgar throwing near side, and this one is incomplete. Yeah, he's looking for Ty Henry on that one. Yeah, that's a tough throw there into that zone defense. It's rolling out to your throwing arm.
Especially when you're throwing it right to the Salem coaches, you know,
they're all right
there.
They're
right there telling them what to do, you know.
Hands going up right here.
Right here.
So 2 to the top, 2 at the bottom. On third down, Deacon drops back, now has to run, being chased, throws downfield, and this one is caught. Caught for another first down. Ty Henry coming up huge this time, getting out of the zone, weaving his way through the pumpkin patch, gets down, and another first down here for the Panthers. Unbelievable throw and catch. Those are the type of plays you have to make when you're going against the number 3 ranked team in the state, Brian House.
There you go.
Oh, my gosh. This South Medford team is absolutely relentless. They just never get on their heels. They constantly are just pushing the gas, pushing the gas, pushing the gas. So that'll bring up a first down and 10 from the 30. Deacon trying to set up the shovel. And this time it was incomplete. And so that'll bring up a second down and 10. 7:50 to go here in the second. Brian House, Ryan Gregg here on the call. Thank you to all the fans who have tuned in here on Table Rock Sports. A great turnout here by the South Medford on the far side over there, making that trek up I-5 and that brutal traffic rather coming up I-5. But fans listening and watching back at home, thank you for joining us, and glad that we can bring you all the action here. Deacon will send 3 to the top and slant route, and this one is
dropped it.
Incomplete. Looking for Andrew Walker. He holds on to that one. Boy, I think he races his way out of that corner pylon into the end zone.
Oh, yeah.
So it seems this has been the storyline, Brian. How many times have we said third down 10 in this broadcast? I mean,
my goodness.
I just continuously talked about third down 10, but my gosh, I mean, Deacon just hangs back there, waits and allows his receivers to develop, allows them to finish their routes, and then has been throwing dimes all night. Edgar on third down, got a man. Oh, incomplete. Oh, man, I thought he was going to start making the feed me sign, you know, little spinach dip, you know, feed me, give me the rock, you know, let me dip the chip in the spinach dip there. I thought he had it. But that'll be an incomplete pass, so that'll bring up a fourth down and 10 here, and I anticipate that the Panthers will go for it due to that they are what you call being in no man's land.
Looks like they're going to take that timeout anyways.
And they will take a timeout. We'll join them. Fourth down and 10 for the Panthers. They got another conversion, and we'll find out after this break. Don't go anywhere.
It's game day or a family get-together. Sherm's has the quality products and prices that will make you cheer. Sherm's Thunderbird Market, Medford's original discount grocery store.
We love our sports here.
It's our responsibility to keep them great. And we need you to know your role.
You can be a player,
You can be a coach. You can be a spectator.
Or an official.
but you only get to be one. Know your role.
Parents, release your kid to the game.
It's my experience.
Don't yell at the refs. They have a hard job.
Know your role.
Players, respect your opponents.
Love to play, win or lose.
Know your role.
So what do when you get injured in a motorcycle accident and you need legal help? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
4th down and 10 here for Deacon Edgar. Drops back, looks, and he will be hit in the backfield. And the Saxons will take over on downs. It was a great play call there. I like the call. That was a Deacon Edgar keep it all day long, but just ran into a wall of red jerseys, and so that'll give the ball back to the Saxons. But I certainly like the play call there. So that'll bring up a 1st down and 10. Ball marked at the 30-yard line. Inside Reed. As Noah Shear was the young man there, picked up about 6 yards. So that'll bring up 2nd and 5. 4 to the top. Swing pass, far side. And Zach Woosting will pick up the 1st down.
Well, as they shift the ball, I'll shift the camera.
So a 1st down here for the Saxons. 1 to the top, 3 to the bottom, and we're going to have a false start this time. Or rather, it's going to be a timeout called by the Saxons. We'll join them. Ball placed at the 42-yard line. 21-14, still your score. We'll be back.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
Any time is a good time to plan your funeral, except at the time of the funeral. At Conger Morris, we know that there are so many advantages to planning ahead. It eases the burden on our families at their worst time. Pre-planning also alleviates their stress.
1st down and 10 here for the Saxons.
Oh.
And he will be hit in the backfield and dropped. Dropped. That's Gabe Stadzik. Defensive end hanging in there. And they have their 1st sack of the night, and so that will be a loss of 10 yards. And he certainly was running around trying to make something happen. Got to protect the quarterback. On 2nd down, throwing downfield, and this one is incomplete. As Josh Phillips all over that net, looking like a goalie out there with no problems protecting that end zone, doing a nice job. And so that'll bring up a long 3rd down and about 17. So after the Panthers were unable to convert on the 4th down in the prior series, or now have the Saxons on their heels. Now pressure, throws, And this one is going to be a little too much, and that's going to bring up a 4th down for the Saxons. And so that will likely bring out the punt squad. And the first punt of the night for either team.
Yeah.
And hopefully you have one of your soccer players, maybe one of your goalies out there, Brian House, that can boot this one out of your sport, brother.
Yeah. The other football.
Football. 6:12 here in the second. And it's a good one.
Oh, drop.
And
Covered.
This one is fielded by Josh Phillips. Had a bit of a squirmy punt. Those punts were always difficult to catch, Brian, because it's almost like a moon ball, and when it's up in the air, it doesn't get much rotation, and sometimes it's hard to catch. But, you're an athlete, though.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have any problem with that.
I don't see no moon up there, right? Oh, no, it is somewhere over there. But that's why the coaches always say, watch it all the way into
watch it in the bread basket.
In the bread basket, yeah.
Pistol formation, give it to Ryder. Ryder up the left side, still on his feet, breaks a tackle, puts his foot in the ground, and marks his way all the way down to the 50-yard line, make it the 48. So when Ryder gets out in that open field, he is a speedster. Woo. And he showed it right there. And he was able to pick up a first down. And again, the Panthers just continued just to push and push and push on the gas. They never really hit the brake.
Well, when they're hitting that 15-yard line roughly, or that catch and run, that catch and run has been helping them, and they gain an extra few yards off of that.
2 to the top, 2 at the bottom. Deacon.
Oh.
And he was looking for Tanner on that one. I think Tanner might want that one back. He knew he had that one. He had the ball and he had turned up field, but he decided not to take the ball with him, and so it unfortunately will land is incomplete.
Well, and I think he saw a big red shirt coming right at him.
You don't need anything fancy. You just got to make sure you catch the ball and bring it in and then march your way upfield. But in any event, 2nd down and 10 here for Bill Singler. One to the top, trips at the bottom. Ryder to the right of, and shot downfield. Got a man. 5, touchdown Panthers. Throw and catch. Andrew Walker finds the end zone, and he has all the love right now as Mr. Walker has found the end zone 3 times tonight, Brian House. And that's how you do it right there. What a
beautiful throw.
A dart, an absolute dart by Deacon Edgar. I mean, he found him. He had a step on him. And, that was beautiful, beautiful. Phenomenal. And the PAT is no good. But in any event, the Panthers, after the big interception by Logan Crocker, take advantage, and they get in the end zone for 6. We'll take a break.
Dear Dad, today was hard. You know how much I love you, and you know how much I love sports. I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports. I love to play, and I love my team. I want us both to enjoy the game, win or lose. But we can't if you always lose your temper. I hope you can cheer for me and the other players. It's about more than just the score. It's about us all enjoying the experience. I hope you can join me for my next game. I really want you to be there. Love, Katie.
(27-14) Panthers continuing to put points on the board. And after the great throw and catch Deacon to Walker into the end zone. I mean, and it all started with my man, Logan Crocker, down in the trenches getting his love. Oh, that is so good. I mean, that is just disciplined football right there. So the Panthers have got the number 3 ranked team in the state up against the ropes right now. And inside to Vogt. And he'll pick up about 8 yards. And we continue to see that hurry-up offense here. You know, no time to get the Clorox wipes there on the ball. You got to get the ball in. And shovel pass to Tinny Tinatelli. And he runs his way forward all the way to midfield, which will be enough for another Saxon first down. With 5:03 remaining. And give it to Vogt, and breaks a tackle. And good run there by Mr. Vogt, and so that will pick up about 7 yards. And swing pass this time to Mendez. And it'll be incomplete, so that'll bring up a 3rd down and 4. Another big 3rd down here for the Panthers. A stop here. And the Saxons would have to decide whether or not to punt or go for it. 3rd down and 4. Panthers show blitz. Give it to Tinney. Tinney up the middle, bounces it to the outside, and he's got some real estate. To the 30, to the 25, lowers his shoulder, and all the way down to the 20-yard line. First time we've seen Tinny Tatali keep that one himself, and he scampers his way all the way down into the red zone. And just like that, the Saxons knocking on the door once again. And empty backfield again. And Eli Johnston all the way down to about the 15-yard line. As Josh Phillips playing in his cornerback position, coming up to make the play there. And 3:54 to go. Fake it to Vogt. This time Dashiell Smith will keep it himself, and he'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 10-yard line. Good camera work there, Brian House. Woo. Getting it done. Look at that, getting it done. So first time we have seen Dashiell Smith, the quarterback, keep it himself.
They're going to measure, I think.
I believe you're right, Ryan House. Timeout to measure. As they pull the chain.
Yeah, they got it.
And it will be enough for a Saxon first down. So after the Dashiell Smith keeper, so first down and 10 from the 11-yard line. So the Saxons can still pick up a first down. And Dashiell on first down into the end zone, and this one is incomplete. Had to get rid of it pretty quickly there, as Gabe Stasic was right there coming for him. So 3:37. Give it to Vogt up the middle. And he scampers his way all the way down to about the 5-yard line. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and 5. As I mentioned before, they can pick up a 1st down and make it 1st down and goal to go. And with
they
that,
might just have gotten that one with the little fake of the head and the play calling there.
Well, I think that's going to be enough for a 1st down. So we'll wait. No, it will not be enough for the 1st down. So it'll be a 3rd down and 3. The chains on the far side are not laying down yet, so they can still pick up the 1st down. Inside, walks it into the end zone. Zach Woosting into the end zone for the Saxons. And the Saxons a PAT away for making it a 6-point ball game with 3:05 here to go in the second. As Jacob Moeller will attempt the point after. And snap, kick is good. So 21 on the board for the Saxons, but the Panthers still on top by 6. Do they have enough left in them before they head to intermission? 3:05 to go. We'll take a break. Don't you dare touch that dial.
It's game day or a family get-together. Sherm's has the quality products and prices that will make you cheer. Sherm's Thunderbird Market, Medford's original discount grocery store.
We love our sports here.
It's our responsibility to keep them great. And we need you to know your role.
You can be a player,
You can be a coach. You can be a spectator.
Or an official.
but you only get to be one. Know your role.
Parents, release your kid to the game.
It's my experience.
Don't yell at the refs. They have a hard job.
Know your role.
Players, respect your opponents.
Love to play, win or lose.
Know your role.
(27-21). Panthers still hanging on. As Cooper Mitchell will bring it all the way out to the 25-yard line. As the Panthers had about 3 minutes to try to march the length of the field and give themselves.
Well, they've been doing it with 5 plays.
You know, I mean, again, when you got Deacon back there, I mean, Ryan House, I mean, the guy can do a lot. I mean, I like the play calls here tonight.
Yeah, I've noticed on that last run they did like 2 short and then a long. You know, they kind of played off that like, hey, we're going to go down. We're going to go down just that 5-10 yards. And then they went long.
And then they set it up, and they set it up. It's time to give it to Ryder. And Ryder picks up maybe a yard. As the clock will continue to count down. Fans, want to remind you when we go into halftime at the Medford Parks and Rec halftime show, we'll talk a little bit about that. It's a lot to cover here in the first half. Deacon drops, looks, caught. And this one complete to Tanner on the far side, and he gets out of bounds. And so that'll stop the clock. As the Panthers are going to have to go into their 2-minute hurry-up offense. All stuff that you practice. Still have 2 timeouts left. And a pass complete to Ty Henry, and that will stop the clock to move the chains. And so another first down. Ball will be marked at the 37-yard line. You know, and you gotta credit Brian House, the offensive line here for the Panthers. They have given Deacon a lot of time back there.
Mm-hmm.
And really credit the big fellas up front. Moving your feet.
Well, that's what they do in that drill, right?
Deacon's going to keep it himself. Lowers his shoulder all the way down to the first down marker, and I think he got it.
I think he got it.
And the official indicating, yes, it will be another first down for the Panthers, 122. I like that play call. I like allowing him to use his athleticism. And as he scampers his way almost towards midfield. And at halftime, we'll have some first half stats for you, as well as some other scores from around the state. Deacon looking to throw, now pulls it down. And he will be hit behind the line of scrimmage. And the Panthers are going to call a timeout. Well, that brings us second down and 10 with 48 seconds to go before both teams head to the dressing room. Fans, today's game is brought to you in part by Vista Utilities and our friends from Pinnacle 365. Feeling your adventure to see 21 pilots in Portland. Download the Peak Rewards app to earn a free fountain drink and coffee. And also Table Rock Sports wants to thank our regional sponsors, including Sherm's Thunderbird, Food for Less, John L. Scott Real Estate, Travel Medford, and the Southern Oregon Sports Commission. Great partners keeping high school athletics streaming for you. And also it's time to get back into the game, fans. During the pandemic, and Brian House, you're a coach and you know about this, but we lost a lot of officials, just the number of not coming back and refereeing like they did before. And so they're at a dire need for officials and umpires throughout the state. Go to osaa.org for more information. And on second down, Andrew Walker with the nice catch there. Had to dig down low and dig that one out of the ground, and that will continue to move the clock. 28 seconds, third down and about 5.
Better get that hurry-up offense going.
Underneath, got him, Walker. First down and more. Falls all the way forward, all the way down to the 25-yard line. Just like oil and water, they don't mix, but when it's a connection with Edgar and Walker, they do mix. Hurry up to the line of scrimmage, and Deacon Edgar
just downed it. You got to stop that clock.
And that will stop the clock after the big throw and catch. Great route there. Just a simple slant route up 3 yards, get right to the middle of the field, turn that head, and Deacon just put that ball right there on his hip where the defender could not get to, and did a wonderful job. So a second down and 10. 8 seconds left. Possibly got 2 shots here, maybe a shot here. With 1 timeout, Deacon drops, looks in the end zone, got a man. And this one is almost intercepted, as he was looking for Ty Henry down the middle of the field, but just a little too much mustard on that one, and that'll bring up a third down and 10 with 3 seconds. So one last play. Got to take a shot at the end zone here. Deacon drops, looks, throws to the end zone, and it is incomplete. And so the Panthers hanging on with a 6-point lead as both teams head into the locker room. It's been an exciting one. It's been a lot of offense. We got 24 minutes coming up here to find out who will move on to 4-0 and who will move to 3-1 on the year. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we will step into the Medford Parks and Rec halftime show. Here at halftime, 27-21, Panthers on top.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
Any time is a good time to plan your funeral, except at the time of the funeral. At Conger Morris, we know that there are so many advantages to planning ahead. It eases the burden on our families at their worst time. Pre-planning also alleviates their stress, knowing the funeral costs are already taken care of. And it allows your service to be more meaningful, with all of your wishes being taken care of. Call us today for personalized assistance in creating your own plan. Conger Morris, we'll always be there.
What is a getaway? Is it leaving the familiar behind? Or discovering a place that feeds your hunger? Where passion sings, food is a culture, and every performance demands an encore. So let the journey be your destination. Then feast your eyes and nourish your soul in Southern Oregon. Your reservation starts when you travel Medford.
It's Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course Ram trucks. Choose from our great selection of new Jeep Gladiator 4x4s or test drive a new 22 Ram 1500 Crew Cab 4x4. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. During Jeep Adventure Days, you'll save big on every new vehicle in stock only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
See it on national TV all the time. They tell us that funerals can average between $7,000 and $10,000. At Conger Morris, a full-service funeral, including a wooden casket, is only $4,900. We can keep our prices lower because we're local. In fact, we're the only locally owned, family-run, full-service funeral and cremation provider in the Valley. Call us today to schedule an appointment for personalized assistance with our caring staff. Conger Morris, we'll always be there.
What do you do when you get into a car accident and want to know your rights? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
It's Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course Ram trucks. Choose from our great selection of new Jeep Gladiator 4x4s or test drive a new 22 Ram 1500 Crew Cab 4x4. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. During Jeep Adventure Days, you'll save big on every new vehicle in stock only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
So what do you do when you get injured on the job and need to know your rights with workers' compensation? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Come enjoy the patio weather and a brand new menu at Tap Rock Northwest Grill, where friends and family gather and memories are made. Come visit us today or visit our website.
I'm Pat Cox with Sherm's Food Stores. The employees of Sherm's are proud to be part of your community.
We have thousands of customers in our stores every day, and our checkers know a lot of them on a first name basis. They tend to enjoy what they do and they love it, so it reflects in how they treat the customer.
If you live anywhere in Southern Oregon, there's a Sherm's store near you. We hope to see you soon.
If you shop with us, you will save money.
Fuel up for your race day adventures with Pinnacle 365. Pit for your early morning caffeine fix to help you get off to a good start and be rewarded with free motivation. Stay hydrated as you ride into turn 2. And if fountain drinks are your thing, get your 6th free. Add Crunch to your lunch as you head into turn 3. Fuel up for the remainder of the race with your Peak Rewards app and save at least 16 cents a gallon. Your daily journey to the winner's circle starts at Pinnacle 365.
Welcome back to South Salem High School as we've had an absolute shootout here in the first half as the Panthers on top 27-21. Today's halftime report is brought to you by the Medford Parks and Recreation Department. The Fall Recreation Guide is out and full of classes and activities for all your friends and our friends for 55 and older. Visit playmedford.com or call 774-2400 to learn more. As both teams head out onto the field here, Brian, we'll talk about the first half, but what can you say about Deacon Edgar? 16 for 31 there in the first half, 271 yards. Had one interception, but 3 touchdown passes to Mr. Walker, who has 5 catches for 107 yards. So 3 touchdowns and 5 catches. That's a pretty darn good stat line. And then Mr. Henry with 6 catches and 124 yards. So, getting it done on the offensive end, getting it done on the defensive end. Big interceptions came there in the first half. The one that we were getting.
One of your favorites.
we were getting really excited about. And, my boy, the Logan Crocker down there coming up big. And then the poor snap there by the Saxons in the first half, ball into the end zone. And Dylan Espinoza was right there to fall on it. So the Panthers are playing really good football. They just have got to continue to put that foot on the pedal and just keep going. You've got the number 3 ranked team in the state up against the ropes right now. Just continue to run your offense and just continue doing what you're doing, and you're going to come out of here with the victory. But got to minimize penalties, and you got to just give what the defense gives you.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's amazing to watch when they're keep pounding at that ball and heading down the field. It's fun to watch, and it is. It's a grudge match,
Absolutely.
It really is. It's fun to watch. You've got really no trick plays yet.
Sure.
They're keeping it simple. They're running their plays.
Are you saying Bill Singler is going to come out with a trick play in the second half?
I'm waiting for one.
I was going to say, is Coach Singler going to reach deep into the playbook container and pull something out deep out of the bottom of the toolbox?
Well, I'm always one for surprises, I
love it. Well, we got about 50 seconds before we're going to kick this one off here. We'll take another break, but when we come back, we got 24 minutes to find out who's going to move on to 4-0 and who's going to go to 3-1 on the year. We'll take another break.
Dear Dad, today was hard. You know how much I love you, and you know how much I love sports. I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports, I love to play, and I love my team. I want us both to enjoy the game, win or lose. But we can't if you always lose your temper. I hope you can cheer for me and the other players. It's about more than just the score. It's about us all enjoying the experience. I hope you can join me for my next game. I really want you to be there. Love, Katie.
Welcome back as we are underway here in the second half. And Tinny Tatali will scamper all the way out to the 35-yard line. And that's where the Saxons will take over. So the Saxons will take over at the 35-yard line, and we're going to have an exciting finish here in the second half. And this pass is complete to Jackson Watson on the far side. Yes, Tanner Tuggle hammering over there from his outside linebacker position to make the play, and that'll bring up a second down and about 3.5.
Nice.
And give it inside here, Esteban Mendez, a name that we said quite a bit there in the first quarter. Been a little bit quiet. Been a little bit quiet here since we talked about him. And another penalty flag, and we're going to have a encroachment called against the Panthers. So certainly penalties is not what you want to have. So that'll bring up a first down and 5. On first down, look, throws, caught, stays in bounds. And Brady Vogt scampers his way all the way down to the 40-yard line. And that time, Dashel Smith with the nice pass and nice catch. And give it to Jackson Watson as he lowers his shoulder. And he gets back to the line of scrimmage. So 10:29 here to go in the third. 27-21. Panthers still on top. Smith on first down. And this one's going to be intercepted. Intercepted by Austin Holfing, and he's all the way down to the 40-yard line. Ball was tipped. Austin was there, picked it off, and the Panthers going to get the football back. So big defensive play there. Brian House-Stevens coming up huge on that one. Oh, man. Had a bunch of smoke on that, like smoke coming out of a chimney, and Austin was right there coming through looking like Papa Smurf sneaking his way in there to make the play. Oh, man. God, give him an asteroid belt, not just a championship belt. Give him the old asteroid belt on that one. God, 10-17, big play there for the Panthers. Deacon on first down, setting up the screen.
Here, I thought you were going to start talking WWE here.
just give him the discount double check. But
Didn't we give Snyder up at the Seahawks one of those once?
We did. Yeah, we gave old Snyder the championship belt there for the Seahawks, but I'm not much of a Seahawk fan. But good for them, though. 9:47 after the big interception there. And that'll inside, give it this time to Ryder. And Ryder gets back to the initial line of scrimmage. And that clock continues to move, 9:20. And so certainly letting the play clock come down, letting the clock roll is in the favor of the Panthers. Still a lot of football left.
Well, they're in no hurry. I mean, they're just doing their offense, and it's working. You know, they don't need to hurry up. They're
drops back, looking, ball is incomplete. Had him there, had Ty Henry, but could just not hold on to it. So that will send out the punting unit here for South Medford after the big interception. So that'll be the first punt of the evening for the Panthers, as they have been marvelous on third down here this evening. And the rugby-style kick will take a Panther bounce. The ball goes between the legs, ball on the turf. Both teams going for it, and the Panthers pounce on it.
I think they got it.
Did they get it? Did they get it? Still no sign. I think it hit a Saxon player. Did he dodge it? They're still fighting for it, scrumming down there. Still no sign. Still no sign.
Uh-oh, injured player.
And I think that the Saxons got it back.
No call.
I still don't know what the call was. In any event, we'll take a break.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Come enjoy the patio weather and a brand new menu at Tap Rock Northwest Grill, where friends and family gather and memories are made. Come visit us today or visit our website.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
Any time is a good time to plan your funeral, except at the time of the funeral. At Conger Morris, we know that there are so many advantages to planning ahead. It eases the burden on our families at their worst time. Pre-planning also alleviates their stress, knowing the funeral costs are already taken care of. And it allows your service to be more meaningful, with all of your wishes being taken care of. Call us today for personalized assistance in creating your own plan. Conger Morris, we'll always be there.
Welcome back. So after the discussion between the officials, the Saxons did come up with the loose ball on the turf, but the Saxons are deep in their own territory. Ball thrown downfield, got a man. As he was looking for Brady Vogt down the left-hand side, he doesn't put a little mustard on that dog, and he might be finding himself laying in a futon in the back of the end zone. On second down, far side complete. And Romul Luster, or rather Eli Johnston, is the man responsible for that one, and he picks up the first down.
Another hurry up.
And that NASCAR offense again, Johnston, pass complete. And another first down. So taking advantage of the soft coverage, pushed down to bounds by Jacob Ferret. So second down and 1, not quite enough for the first down. And given inside to Vogt, and he is taken down. And all of a sudden, we're starting to see a little bit of a change in offense here, Brian House. Not taking as many shots downfield, but rather just playing a little backyard football at this point. So the Saxons started out with empty backfield, but on the last few plays, they've had a running back in the back, and they do give it to Vogt up the middle, got some room, and he picks up the first down all the way down to midfield. And that fella, you can certainly see getting it done in the weight room. Maybe he bought himself one of those shake weights. You never know, but getting it done. You never know, getting it done. And outside is Jackson Watson, and he is met by a whole wall of Panthers this time. As Dylan Espinoza coming up from his linebacker position to make the play. And the Saxons will lose about 5 yards.
Yeah, I think they have those big racks now. Those big ones.
And this one is complete. And still on his feet, and it's Zach Woosing, and he scampers his way all the way down to the 20-yard line. And that hurry-up offense. And give it to Vogt up the middle. Counter play, bounces to the outside. It's got some blockers to the 10, to the 5, all the way down to the pylon, and short of the end zone, down at the 1-yard line. And I believe that the Saxons are thinking they got into the end zone.
Yeah, they're still looking down there.
And he's about at the 1-foot line. So they will be down there about the half-yard line. Panthers trying to get a stop under center here, keep it himself. And I don't know if he got into the end zone. I don't think he did. And Dashiell Smith with a quarterback sneak. So the ball is literally about a toothpick away from the end zone. And I think the fans are saying give it to Vogt in the backfield. But a second down and goal.
I think the coach is doing some 80s dance moves.
Well, I saw him down there. He was booting around a little bit down there. Second down and goal. Give it to Vogt. And keeps it himself into the end zone. Touchdown Saxons. Dashiell Smith into the end zone. And we're all knotted up at 27. Saxons a PAT away from taking their first lead here in this football game. Panthers played tough down there, but Dashiell Smith found the end zone. Good snap, good hold, kick is up, looks good, and it is good. So the Saxons have their first lead with 6:17 to go into the third. We got a good one. Can the Panthers respond? We'll find out.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Come enjoy the patio weather and a brand new menu at Tap Rock Northwest Grill, where friends and family gather and memories are made. Come visit us today or visit our website.
Well, if you like offense, this is the game to be watching.
Man, back and forth.
As the Saxons have taken their first lead here into this game. Panthers love to respond here. And Walker will take this one and be brought down at the 26-yard line. As we talked about, Brian House, that the Saxons changed it up a little bit, and they ran the football there a lot more than we had seen there in the first half. Mm-hmm. And curious to know, maybe at halftime, that the coaches upstairs saw something, and Mr. Vogt, big running back for the Saxons, certainly did a nice job on the ground there to find the end zone.
Yeah, that It was a big change-up at halftime. See if the Panthers can respond.
Deacon Edgar finds Ryder and breaks the tackle there, falls forward and knocked down a bounce. I mean, again, Brian House, you just, at this point now, the momentum has shifted. All of a sudden it's probably on the side of the Saxons here a little bit. But if you're the South Medford Panthers right now, you're looking around going, guys, we're just as good, if not better than this team. We got a lot of football left. Let's turn that frown upside down and let's go find the end zone, So, I mean, it's just a game of inches and just letting, giving what the defense gives you. As that time Ryder says, give me the rock, baby. I'm going to pick up the first down, and that's what he did there.
Good protection. I mean, he held that like a big watermelon. There we go.
Okay, big watermelon. Okay.
There you go.
I got you.
I was going to say a baby, but who wants to carry a baby through all those guys? I mean,
I get you. Clock continues to trickle, 5:37 here in the third as the Saxon faithful come to their feet. Deacon looks. Yes, he was looking for Tanner on the dig route and just couldn't quite connect. So that'll bring up a 2nd down and 10. Fans, want to remind you that get ready for the Southern Oregon Sports Commission 2022 Cornhole Classic, October 8th and 9th at the Expo. $6,000 purse is up for grab. Entry fee is only $100 a team. 12 teams guaranteed. Go to travelmedford.org to get into the game. Deacon keeps it himself, scampers forward, picks up the first down, and falls down at the 45-yard line. A little cornhole in your life.
Hey, I'm a cornhole champion at my work.
You know what? Maybe you should enter. You still got it. You got that little toss.
Oh, yeah. It's finesse. It's like playing horseshoes, but with a little softer little, pad.
I love it. 8th and 9th Cornhole Championship in Southern Oregon. 5:14 is what shows on the clock here, and Panthers are driving.
Oh, blitz.
Deacon looking, got a man down the sideline, and this one is caught by Walker at the 10-yard line. Andrew Walker down the left-hand side.
Conviction.
And he gets up and says, give me the rock, baby. I want that ball. And that's exactly what he did. He got that ball. He followed that thing all the way in there. And Andrew Walker says, fellas, let's go find the end zone. Ball will be placed at the 14-yard line. Panthers knocking on the door. They can regain the lead here. Oh, Deacon inside. Looked like the ball was on the turf. Looked like it was a fumble there for a moment. Giving it to Ryder up the middle. I thought maybe he had the ball on his hip there.
That's kind of what it looked like, huh?
I was like, that is not a spot that you want to have the football. Fans, scores from around the league right now. Grants Pass on top, 13-12. North Salem all knotted up with North Medford, 13 all in the third. So
some close games tonight.
Close games tonight here. Close games here tonight. We got ourselves a good one here. Ball at the 14-yard line, 2nd down and 10. Deacon rolls out, looking to the end zone, got a man. Ooh, had Walker in the end zone, but just couldn't quite connect on that one. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and 10 here. Certainly, the goal is here to come away with some sort of points.
Yeah, you have to kick that ball if you're
your sport,
right? Right.
You round ballers out there, So 3:45 here. Panthers can regain the lead here. Certainly a touchdown would be better than 3. Deacon rolls out, now keeps it himself. Trying to make a move, does to the 10, to the 5, near the pylon, stretches out.
He reached and almost got it.
And he is down at about the 1-yard line. Deacon making a heck of an effort down there by the goal line. I looked over to the official, Official did not give any sign, but in any event, we're going to have a first down and goal to go from the 1-yard line. What a run by Deacon Edgar, saying, fellas, we're going to go get this first down and more, and the Panthers knocking on the door can regain the lead right here. Under center, Deacon towards the end zone. Is he in? Still no sign. And he's got to be close. And I'm waiting for the official, and they're saying second down. So, boy, he's got to be down there. Second down and about a half of a toothpick. Close to the goal line, falls forward, touchdown, Panthers. 6 points on the board for Deacon Edgar, calls his own number, keeps it himself into the end zone, and the Panthers have regained the lead. 33-28, and now Bill Singler's going to decide whether or not to leave his offense out on the field and look at a potential 2-point conversion. And I think this is the right call here.
He had some nice pushers from behind. That was like 500-plus pounds right there, blowing him in there.
They call it the Bush push for a reason. So Edgar in the gun. Rolls out, thrown to the end zone. Got a man.
I can't see.
And this one is incomplete. Looking for Josh Phillips. I think he had it in there, but I just don't think he had enough feet inside of the real estate, and so the 2-point conversion will not be good. But the Panthers regain the lead, 33-28, 2:58 to go. We'll be back.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
Any time is a good time to plan your funeral, except at the time of the funeral. At Conger Morris, we know that there are so many advantages to planning ahead. It eases the burden on our families at their worst time. Pre-plan.
Welcome back. Panthers regain the lead, 33-28. And Brian House, I think you've got some updated scores.
Yeah, West Salem, 18-13. They've only got about 4 minutes left in that third quarter themselves. And then North Medford pulls ahead by 20-13.
Inside Reed to vote. That sounds like a campaign slogan. Inside.
You never know. A few more years.
Inside Reed to vote. Oh, 2:27. Pressure coming. Smith. Look at this one. It's intercepted. Intercepted by Ryder. And the Panthers get it back. So 2 interceptions thrown here, and they couldn't come at worse times for the Saxons. And the Panthers take full advantage of it. And the Panthers have great field position and can extend their lead with a touchdown here. Wow. Ryder not only getting it done on the offensive end, but coming up from his linebacker position to make a play. Huge play here. Ball at the 30-yard line. Deacon setting up the screen. And he had to get rid of that one as he had a
bunch of red shirts on him.
I'm going to say a whole bunch of feral hogs coming through there. And that'll bring it to 2:16. So 14 minutes away, and what a statement game it's been for the Panthers. There's no doubt that the Panthers can play with the boys from up here up north, and they are making a statement right now.
You can see some frustrations in the stands below us.
Give it to Ryder up the middle. Got a hole. Bounces outside. Picks up the first down. Drives the legs forward. Puts his foot in the ground. And it'll be enough for another first down. And boy, Ryder has just been an absolute bell cow tonight, saying, fellas, give me the rock. I'm going to run this football until I got nothing left in me. And he's going to be one sore guy on the way home, but he has all the reason to be pleased with his performance here. And I believe they're going to bring out the sticks to measure.
Will they have it by a toothpick?
I was going to say it's going to be close. It's going to be real close here. And it will be enough for a first down. So Ryder getting it done on the ground. And that one's all the love to the big fellas up front. Makani Manawai, big fella down there, giving the first down signal, saying, fellas, let's go find that end zone. This is where the boys up front get all the love. Those days in the shoots and hitting each other and hitting the pads. They say, let's keep running that football. 140.
Kept the ball, and that was a mistake there.
And Deacon had a bit of a miscommunication with his work colleague Ryder, and Ryder went one way and Deacon went the other, so that'll be about a loss of 6. So as the clock trickles down to 1:09 here in the third, we're going to have a showdown here in the fourth. And certainly a touchdown here would be absolutely huge for Bill Singler and his Panthers.
Low snap.
Low snap. Give it to Ryder. Makes one man miss. Stiff arms, lowers his shoulder, and pushes his way all the way to the 17-yard line. Not back to the initial line of scrimmage. And so that'll bring up a 3rd down and 10. Was pushed out of bounds, so that will stop the clock. So with a 33-28 score here, you're on top by 5. A field goal makes it an 8-point game. On 3rd down, got a man down the middle, incomplete. Looking for Ty Henry. God, they've had that play there a couple times here tonight. But Deacon just a little too much heat on that one. And so that'll bring up a 4th down and 8 here. And Bill Singler's going to leave his offense out onto the field. Big play right here, Brian House. If there's a
play of all plays, this is it.
This is probably the biggest play of the night right here. Deacon looking,
right
got him to the 1. End zone, touchdown, Ty Henry. What a ball there once again. Ty Henry hung in there, took the shot, bounced up into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. Oh.
Wow.
And this crowd is stunned.
Yeah, there's a lot of heads shaking downstairs.
They are stunned. And the fans in blue and white on the other side are going absolutely bananas. Their pumpkin spice lattes are all up in the air. They're on the ground now.
Kind of matches your hat you got on tonight.
Oh, man.
Hey, fall's here, and we got football.
Wow. And Bill Singler's going to.
Timeout.
And a timeout here called by the Panthers. But, boy, Ty Henry, what can you say about that young man? He's already got 7 catches, and he just had himself an 8th catch right there, and it might have been the biggest one of the season right there. That might have been the biggest catch of the season. Wow, that right there is a belief in your offense and a belief in your team. If you're Bill Singler, that you're having your quarterback standing in there knowing you've got to take a shot at the end zone. Ty knew that he was going to take a shot, and he took a shot right in the mouth, held on, and fell into the end zone. And that Panther faithful on the other side
they're strong.
They're fired up.
Happy.
They are fired up, and all the reason to be, as they're going to try to make it a 41-28 score here with 38 seconds to go. And that Ty Henry catch might be the biggest play of the season thus far. Inside, give it to the bell cow, finds the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. Ryder into the end zone for 2. And the Panthers on top, 41-28, 13 seconds to go here in the third. Panthers making a statement. We'll be back.
It's game day or a family get-together. Sherm's has the quality products and prices that will make you cheer. Sherm's Thunderbird Market, Medford's original discount grocery store.
We love our sports here.
It's our responsibility to keep them great. And we need you to know your role.
You can be a player.
You can be a coach. You can be a spectator.
Or an official.
But you only get to be one. Know your role.
Parents, release your kid to the game.
It's my experience.
Don't yell at the refs. They have a hard job.
Know your role.
Players, respect your opponents.
Well, that might have been the biggest play of the year. Ty Henry finding the end zone on a 4th down and 10. Bill Singler keeping his team out on the field there. Ty Henry hung in there, knew he was going to take a shot. Deacon delivered an absolute dart.
Yeah.
And the student body of South Medford has all the reason to give that boy love in the hallway come Monday, because that play right there is going to be remembered.
They're still giving high fives over there.
They are fired up. There's been some big plays tonight. That play there, Logan Crocker's interception in the first half.
Mm-hmm. Picking away. You gotta take advantage of all those.
Take advantage of the opportunity, and they have. And right now the Panthers have got all the momentum here. As we got 7 seconds before we're going to head to the final period. And nothing would be more sweeter than making that 4.5-hour bus ride back home, knowing that you just knocked off the 3rd-ranked team in the state. So barring anything crazy, this might potentially be the last play of the 3rd quarter. However, it could be an incomplete pass, so we could have a second one, Brian House.
He's got Tom Brady's number. You never know. And there's the throw.
And this one is complete to Zach Woosting, and he will pick up a yard, and that will bring us to the end of the 3rd quarter. So the Panthers heading in to the final period as they have the number 3 ranked team in the state up against the ropes. Can they finish? We'll find out in 12 minutes.
I'm Pat Cox with Sherm's Food Stores. The employees of Sherm's are proud to be part of your community.
We have thousands of customers in our stores every day, and our checkers know a lot of them on a first name basis. They tend to enjoy what they do and they love it, so it reflects in how they treat the customer.
If you live anywhere in Southern Oregon, there's a Sherm's store near you. We hope to see you soon.
If you shop with us, you will save money.
Fuel up for your race day adventures with Pinnacle 365. Pit for your early morning caffeine fix to help you get off to a good start and be rewarded with free motivation. Stay hydrated as you ride into Turn 2. And if fountain drinks are your thing, get your 6th free. Add Crunch to your lunch as you head into turn 3. Fuel up for the remainder of the race with your Peak Rewards app and save at least 16 cents a gallon. Your daily journey to the winner's circle starts at Pinnacle 365.
Welcome back, fans, as the Panthers find their way here in the final period.
Ooh, almost intercepted.
And that one was almost intercepted. Boy, that would have been a big start to the fourth quarter. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and 8. As the Panthers on top, 41-28. Got to finish here. On 3rd down, this one is incomplete. Bit of a family feud on that one, a little confusion. Steve Harvey would not be pleased with that one. And that will send out the punting unit once again. And after the big 3rd down stop there, the Saxons are now forced to punt. The Panthers will gladly take this ball back, as Andrew Walker will stand at about his own 25-yard line. And a penalty flag. And it was one too many on that one, Brian Howes. You had 12 guys on the field, and the rule book says you can only have 11.
They just tried, with quarterback number, they're just going with the number.
I mean, again, they gave it a try. I mean, they blocked it well. I mean, so that will push him back 5 yards. So Andrew will now stand at his own 30, and this punt is
a little short
into the stands of South Medford. And the ball will go out of bounds at about the 45-yard line. So the Panthers will get the ball back with 11:49 to go. And certainly this game is in the hands of the running game for the Panthers. And I anticipate that Ryder's going to have himself a lot of carries. Start forcing the Saxons to have to start using their timeouts.
Yeah,
couple first downs here. There it is, Ryder up the middle. Following the big fellas, puts his foot in the dirt and falls all the way forward to the 38-yard line. And as he had his hand on the back right there of Jaden Solis. Big left guard coming around, pulling, knocking out the end. And he put his hand on his back, and Jaden said, "Follow me there, boy." So they're in absolutely no rush. On 2nd down, and this one will be complete.
And inbounds. The clock's going to keep rolling.
As Josh Phillips comes down with that one. And another big 3rd down here for the Panthers.
I feel a little intimidation thunder down there.
The Thunderdome. Deacon on 3rd down. Look, almost intercepted.
Dang, that was a hard hit. That had to hurt. Yeah, we're going to get an injury timeout here.
So the pass is incomplete, so that'll bring up a 4th down. As Andrew Walker a little shaken up on that one, and he makes his way to the sideline, as Brian alluded to. He took a pretty good hit there. So that'll bring up a 4th down and 5 here. I thought that the Ty Henry play was big. This one right here is pretty darn close to being as big, 10:35. first down here, and boy,
You hear the thunder?
you're in a good spot. Keep it. Deacon keeps it himself to the 15, to the 20, to the 10, into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. Deacon Edgar calls his own number.
Yep.
And the Panthers,
wow, that
on fourth down, keeps it himself all the way into the end zone. And Deacon Edgar is having himself a game. Have a little fun tonight, fella.
it got quiet over here.
And that Saxon faithful is quiet. Oh, what a run by Deacon. And the PAT is good. So the Panthers with their largest lead on top by 20, and it could not come at a more important time. Panthers on top by 20. We'll be back.
What do you do when you get into a car accident and want to know your rights? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
It's Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course Ram trucks. Choose from our great selection of new Jeep Gladiator 4x4s or test drive a new 22 Ram 1500 Crew Cab 4x4. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. During Jeep Adventure Days, you'll save big on every new vehicle in stock only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
So what do you do when you get injured on the job and need to know your rights with workers' compensation? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Boy, if you're a South Medford fan right now, you are all smiles right now because the Panthers have made an absolute statement. As Tinny Tatali taken all the way out to the 40-yard line as Deacon Edgar. 4 touchdowns through the air. And then that one there calls his own number and finds the back of the end zone. And just like that, the Panthers are about 10 minutes away from having a very, very happy bus ride.
Well, we've already got some fans heading out. I think that it's an early bedtime for some of them.
It's almost past my bedtime. But looks like on the kickoff return we had an illegal block in the back, so that will take the Saxons all the way back to the 10-yard line. And the rollout. And this one is caught by Jackson Watson. And he's pushed out of bounds. As that clock will continue to trickle. If there's a time to run that hurry-up offense, it's right now if I'm a Salem Saxon. Give it to Zach Woosing. He will keep it himself.
Uh-oh.
And still on his feet to the 50. Makes one man miss. All the way down to the 30. And inside the 24-yard line. So the direct snap to Zach. Kept it himself.
It's the best run they've had tonight.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Good play there by Zach. And the quick handoff inside to Vogt, and he is met by a wall of Panthers. And Gannon Jones, a name we haven't said a whole lot tonight, coming up from his free safety position to stick his nose in there. Good play there by Gannon. And the offense will hurry up to the line of scrimmage. This one is caught and pushed out of bounds. Got to be you got to be impressed with the Saxons. I mean, obviously the time is not in their favor, but moving the ball down the field is exactly what they can do to potentially try to stop some of the bleeding. Inside to Vogt, breaks one tackle to the 5, falls forward to about the 3. Dylan Espinoza had him right there, but just could not quite hold on to it.
Here we go again.
And the Saxons hurry up to the line of scrimmage. As Daschel give it to Vogt, up the middle into the end zone. Touchdown Saxons. So they come right back all the way down the field and get into the end zone after the great run there by Zach Wussing as he marched 71 yards to put his team in a position. And the Saxons get on the board with 34. And the PAT is good. So with 8:54, the Panthers will get it back. Got to run the ball, got to finish here. We'll find out.
What is a getaway? Is it leaving the familiar behind? Or discovering a place that feeds your hunger? Where passion sings, food is a culture, and every performance demands an encore. So let the journey be your destination. Then feast your eyes and nourish your soul in Southern Oregon. Your reservation starts when you travel Medford.
It's Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course Ram trucks. Choose from our great selection of new Jeep Gladiator 4x4s or test drive a new 22 Ram 1500 Crew Cab 4x4. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. During Jeep Adventure Days, you'll save big.
Welcome back here to Bennett Stadium here on the campus of South Salem High School. As the Panthers have got 8 minutes and 46 seconds. They got to tick off this clock to potentially come up here to Salem and knock off the third-ranked team in the state, make a statement to say us boys from the 541 down there can play some football. And they absolutely can. They've shown it here tonight. Deacon on first down, looks, throws. And that one is complete to Andrew Walker. And that clock will continue to trickle down in no hurry. Deacon inside to Ryder, and he doesn't pick up much there. Boys down in the trenches got to eat a little more chunky soup. They're going to push those big hogs down there. And you got about 7:46 to go.
Big third down play, Brian.
Big third down. We've talked about the storyline being third down conversions all night. Deacon drops, pressure, looks, and a pass interference call.
We got some flags.
That's the right call there. That's going to be an automatic first down, looking for Ty Henry. And the officials were right there, and so that will be an automatic first down for the Panthers. And as we mentioned, I don't know how many times we've talked about those third down scenarios all night. So automatic first down here for the Panthers. 3 to the bottom. Deacon keeps it himself, and he will be hit in the backfield. As Will Greenwood, or rather JT Dalton, has checked into the game. As that clock will continue
to run.
Deacon on second down, got a man, and this one is caught.
Big play there.
Josh Phillips getting it done on the far side, and another Panther first down. And those lids are flying high if I'm a South Medford Panther right now.
How's that song go? To the left, to the left. We're going to the left.
Oh, what a great football game.
Yeah.
And he will be hit and dropped. Deacon in the backfield. And so that'll bring up a second down and about 9.
Yeah, I was a little upset with his offense on that one. I think there was a little miscue, and he didn't have a chance to get that out of his hands.
Clock continues to trickle, 48-35. And Deacon will keep this one himself. Got it trying to get outside. And he will be hit and dropped, and he will lose about another 7 yards. And so that'll bring the ball all the way back to the 50-yard line. So a third down and say 22.
Yeah, that's what he said.
It's pretty good. It's pretty quick right there. Third down and 22 here for the Panthers. And I would say, how perfect storyline would it be if you pick up the third down right here?
Well, handoff, and he's got room.
Inside. And pick up about 9 yards. Cooper Mitchell was the man responsible. And so that'll send out the punting unit. So the Panthers will give the ball back with 4:46 to go. And that clock will continue to work its way down. And rugby style, this is a good punt. This ball will go into the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 20-yard line with 4:30 to go. Panthers holding strong. What a great football game, Brian House.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Panthers have just come up huge with so many big third downs.
Mm-hmm.
So many big ones. What can you say about them?
Defense, offense, both stepped up tonight.
On first down. And Eli Johnson with the reception. And there'll be a gain of 12, so that'll stop the clock for another first down as the Saxons will hurry up to the line of scrimmage. And pressure, now looking. And Dashel Smith.
Ooh, he would have been better off throwing that one out of bounds.
And North Medford getting the victory tonight, 27-13 over North Salem. So the Black Tornado getting a win here. Inside read to Bradley Vogt, a name we've said a few times. He's found the end zone. And the clock will.
I think I heard the word throw the dang ball. And they might, they were going to do it right there.
Oh. And we're gonna have a false start, and that might be a frustration.
I felt like I was in the blind side for a second there. Speaking of football, did you know Deadpool, Mr. Deadpool, owns a football club now?
I didn't know that, House.
Yeah.
In what sport?
In actually the European football. So we're talking soccer, of course.
And for that reason, I'm out. 350. Pressure, looking, now outside. Still pressure. And just had to get rid of it as Dashel was under some heavy pressure coming from Jacob Dalton.
I just thought you might like some documentaries there, Brian. Ryan Reynolds is a likable guy.
You know, when the Brick House comes and does a game with me, it's amazing what you'll learn. Dashel on fourth down, throws.
He's got him in.
And this one is complete.
Oh, and a twisted takedown.
And that'll have a little bit of life left for the Saxons. With 3:32. A little bit of life hanging on. First down from midfield. And Dashel will keep it himself. And he will get all the way near the first down marker, short by about a yard, but the ball will be placed at about the 42-yard line. 3:21 here. Got to think about start taking some shots downfield. And all sorts of time underneath. This one is caught. Eli Johnson all the way down to the 15-yard line. And the Saxons hurry up to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, no time to celebrate yet.
And the Panthers call a timeout, and I don't blame them. I bet they're getting gassed out there. We'll take a break. 3:12 to go. Can the Panthers hold on? We'll find out.
Where do you find information about paying for medical treatment after a car crash? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
I just got the best deal at US Cellular. Just $29 for one line.
For the first month only, right? That's how they get you.
For as long as I want. Why so skeptical?
I was told she'd weigh 30 pounds.
Get unlimited data for just $29 per line, even just one. Only at US Cellular, where every plan is price protected.
Get one line for just $29 at Siskiyou Cellular, the Rogue Valley's exclusive US Cellular authorized agent. Visit souscellular.com for details.
So what do you do when you can't work because you were injured on the job? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.
Welcome back. On first down, Dashel keeps it himself, and he will run out of bounds at the 10-yard line. So the Saxons have a little bit of life to them. And Panthers show blitz. Roll out, Dashel still looking. And he is pushed out of bounds. Boy, those guys got to be pretty tired out there, like so slow. It's like an old Windows 95, We fired up. It just takes forever just to finally get to the homepage.
Hey, at least it doesn't do the old dial-up with AOL.
You've got mail. How was that for a voiceover? So 3 minutes.
That's pretty good.
As Dashiell Smith in the gun. Panthers coming. Now steps up, throws to the end zone. And he just had to get rid of it there as he had all sorts of pressure. As Jacob Dalton, that linebacker, came flying in there with his hair on fire. .255. As Dashiell Smith continues to stay in the gun. Looks, throws, end zone, incomplete. And that will likely do it.
I think that's it.
A huge stand there by the Panthers. I didn't realize it was 4th down there. I had no idea till I looked over there. And a huge stand there by the Panthers. And they will take over. And they are 2 minutes and 52 seconds away from coming up here to South Salem and making a statement. Wow. Let's see if we can get head coach Bill Singler for a quick interview as he's right above us right now. Inside read to Ryder, and the Saxons will take a timeout. 2:46. And we'll take a break as well.
I'm Pat Cox with Sherm's Food Stores. The employees of Sherm's are proud to be part of your community.
We have thousands of customers in our stores every day, and our checkers know a lot of them on a first name basis. They tend to enjoy what they do and they love it, so it reflects in how they treat the customer.
If you live anywhere in Southern Oregon, there's a Sherm's store near you. We hope to see you soon.
If you shop with us, you will save money.
Fuel up for your race day adventures with Pinnacle 365. Pit for your early morning caffeine fix to help you get off to a good start and be rewarded with free motivation. Stay hydrated as you ride into Turn 2. And if fountain drinks are your thing, get your 6th free. Add Crunch to your lunch as you head into Turn 3. Fuel up for the remainder of the race with your Peak Rewards app and save at least 16 cents a gallon. Your daily journey to the winner's circle starts at Pinnacle 365.
Welcome back. And the Panthers continuing to leave their foot on the gas. And this time Deacon Edgar will keep it himself, get all the way near that first down marker. So that'll bring up a 3rd down and about a yard after this timeout. Fans, want to remind you, Table Rock Sports says hello to our 2,000 YouTube subscribers. Want to join the team? Go to our Table Rock Sports page at youtube.com. Click on the red subscribe button. Get prompts when games go live to keep up with all the actions. And the great sponsors keep the games coming for you, including Conger Mortis Funeral Directors with a full range of planning and hometown heartfelt help through a difficult process. And by Travel, Medford, and Sport Ground, where the West Coast comes to play. And speaking of coming to play, those boys in black lids came to play here tonight.
Yes, they did. See if they can finish off a few more runs to let that clock go.
And the first down there by Deacon Edgar. And I can say with absolute confidence that that might just put the nail into the coffin. And the South Medford Panthers are 2 minutes and 28 seconds away from going to 4-0 on the year. And what a huge victory. When they had to make plays, they made plays. I mean, what can you say about it? As Deacon Egger will go under center, 157. Give it to the big fella, rumbling, bumbling, stumbling, Dylan Espinoza.
All the way to the 40.
Rumbling, bumbling, stumbling, Ryan House. Oh, look at this full house backfield here. And they're going to take the greatest formation in sports.
The knee.
The victory formation.
The knee.
As the clock hits 1 minute. You know, and I'm not going to refer to it as an upset. I'm not going to say this is an upset. I mean, South Medford was clearly the better football team today.
They came to play.
I mean, you know what? I mean, it was all victory. I mean, get yourself a turkey leg. I mean, that's a victorious turkey leg right there. And what can you say? As the clock will hit 40 seconds here. And Deacon Edgar will go under center, and that will likely be the last play of the game. Can you say? Hey, Coach. So I got Coach Bill Singler here as the clock will trickle down here. And, Coach, I caught you right down when you're coming down here, fans joined with a very happy and a very joyful.
It was a tough – I mean, we had to score. You know, it was one of those games where I told you it might be a 7-on-7 game, and it ended up to be that. But I'm proud that the defense stepped up at times when we needed them to. It wasn't pretty. We didn't tackle well. We didn't cover well at times. But they made some plays at the end of the game to win it.
Coach, talk about how the execution on third downs. You guys came through huge, phenomenal
That's
tonight.
good. Well, I give a lot to Deacon. We knew they were going to blitz. He got off some plays. We had to get into better plays when we couldn't run the ball because there was too many guys up front. So, you know, that's a third-year quarterback, making good decisions. And I'm just proud of these guys on the road against a really good team finishing the game.
Well, Coach, congratulations. You look like you were having fun. You were here getting out of here. Go be with your team
here.
here.
I will. Thank you.
A 4-0 South Medford Panther team as they're going to make their way back to Southern Oregon. Is Bill Sigler there? I grabbed him on the way by. I said, Coach, put on this headset here. I'd love to. You know the guy's full of passion as I look across the way there as we hit 2-1, and that will do it. And the final score, 48-35. As the Panthers come up here and make a statement. And they did. And Coach Singler walked by me, and he was
he was excited.
He was all excited. So, boy, what a great football game. And, you know, wins like that just show that you can play with anybody in the state. I mean, you come up here, you make a statement game, and you pretty much dominated most of the game. And South Medford made a statement, and they should be very, very happy with their performance here tonight.
One game at a time, Brian. One game at a time.
One game at a time. Well, we'll take one more break. See, maybe we get a couple stats here, and then we'll sneak on out of here. But, again, final score 48-35. We'll take another break, come back, and we'll give final thoughts here. But a huge win tonight for Bill Singler and the South Medford Panthers coming up here and making a statement known up here in the northern part of the state. Sometimes they get forgotten about, but not tonight. The Panthers made their point, and as they're on the other side, those young men have all the reason to be happy and high-fiving and maybe a couple tears for all those hard work. We'll take one more break, and we'll get on out of here. Final score, 48-35.
What is a getaway? Is it leaving the familiar behind? Or discovering a place that feeds your hunger? Where passion sings, food is a culture, and every performance demands an encore. So let the journey be your destination. Then feast your eyes and nourish your soul in Southern Oregon. Your reservation starts when you travel Medford.
It's Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course Ram trucks. Choose from our great selection of new Jeep Gladiator 4x4s or test drive a new 22 Ram 1500 Crew Cab 4x4. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. During Jeep Adventure Days, you'll save big on every new vehicle in stock only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Welcome back here to South Salem High School.
Woo, what a game, huh, Brian?
What a game, Brian House. And it's one of those games where you don't want to get off the headset because the adrenaline is so high here. And I look across the way over there, and I'm sure Brian could probably get a zoom-in shot over there to see those young men over there just absolutely thrilled. So many big plays. As Coach Bill Singler said there, he goes, I'm just so proud of these guys. He said it wasn't pretty. Coach is always going to be the most critical of his performance. I thought the Panthers played a pretty darn good football game on a lot of different components. Some huge plays. Ty Henry coming up with that big catch there in the back of the end zone when they had to convert that 4th down and 10. My big fella coming down the middle there. Logan Crocker coming up with the interception. That changed the tide. But what can you say about Deacon, for tonight? Throws for well over 300 yards, 4 touchdowns, ran for 2. I mean, again, you got a guy like that, you're going to win football games. And I'm glad that he's on my team, and I'm glad I don't have to face him. So he just took that team, 3-year starter, as Coach Singler alluded to. And when you have a guy like that, you're usually in pretty good hands.
Yeah, you trust him, and, man, he performed tonight.
Andrew Walker had himself a wonderful game, and then the bell cow Ryder just getting it done, just give him the rock and just let him go do his thing. And what can you say about it? And then the big fellas up front, the offensive line, just getting it done. So congratulations to South Medford and this big, big victory. The number 11 ranked team coming up here and taking down the number 3 team after sitting on a 4.5-hour bus ride, and certainly wouldn't even have noticed it based upon their play tonight. So, Brian, any last words before I go ahead and turn this one off and we make the trek back home?
Well, just the big guy was over there celebrating. he's gonna have a wonderful Monday, and I'm sure he's going out for ice cream tonight.
Absolutely, as he darn well should. Darn well should. Well, I want to make sure I get one more read in here before we get out of here. Today's game is brought to you by Schlesinger and DeVille New attorneys with practices throughout Southern Oregon and the Southern Oregon Sports Commissions and the Know Your Role campaign promoting respectful and civil behavior for all youth sports. Again, your final score here from South Salem. The Panthers, 48. The Saxons, 35. Thank you so much for spending your Friday night with us. Brian House, great job again. The man behind the lens. Always appreciate it.
Thank you, sir.
This has been a special presentation. And I'd like to thank Joe Brett back at the station doing all the work. You can catch all the action here next Friday night, 6:45 Toyota pregame show. Go to TableRockSports.net to get all the information and all the games throughout Southern Oregon. So for Brian House, for myself, I'm Brian Gregg. Thank you so much for spending your evening with us. Have a wonderful weekend. God bless you all, and good night from South Salem High School.